to know that there are people in parts of the world that I've, never even been to their continent, never been to their country, who love the show and feel connected to the show and to me even is mind-blowing, and I feel so blessed, and I want to go see them soon. We're kind of getting away from the actual events. It's based on the book, but we're kind of going away from that now. And there's a lot of new characters in the second season who I've been describing it as people as there's some stuff that goes down that really could only happen in prison. You know what I mean? We're really getting down to stuff that I don't know, it's exciting, it's scary, it's daring, it's dangerous, it's all those different types of things, which we had in season 1 as well, but really getting into it in season 2. Even more than what people say to me is what they do. I was recently on an escalator, and I was going. It was a long escalator, and there was an up escalator and down escalator right side by side. And I was going down, and some people that recognized me were going up, and they grabbed my arm, and they were like, "Oh my God, it's Poussey!" What? I was actually scared for my life a little bit. Was wondering, "Oh my God, do I need to run up these escalators?" I didn't know what to do. And then she's yelling at me. She finally lets go of my arm. Had a little Indian rug burn, whatever, on my arm, and she's telling me, "Wait at the bottom, don't leave." So I'm at the bottom, and I'm oh my God, should I leave? Should I wait? And I decided to wait, and she came down, and she was crying and so happy and hugging me, and her husband was very apologetic. Different women in prison were campaigning for the WAC, the Women's Advisory Council, and there's a scene where Tasty's character, she's going up and telling everyone, what she's gonna be promising to people, fried chicken and all those kinds of things. And on the page, there was, Poussey wasn't even supposed to be there. She was supposed to be in the audience listening. And I just had an instinct that no, if Poussey is her best friend, then she would be up there being the hype man. And so I loved that because there were no lines there. And so I had complete freedom to just do whatever I wanted. And that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun just being there and being a hype man and being encouraging to my friend. Even me as a viewer watching the flashbacks, you see these women in prison, and there's kind of an idea that they're other than you, and you don't really know who these women are and how they got mixed up and things. But when you see them just in their homes or in their lives before prison, you see that they're just like you and me. And they've made some wrong turn, they've made some bad decision, or maybe they did the same thing you did, but they got caught, It really, I think, humanizes them in a way that maybe just seeing them in prison couldn't do alone. Prison mirrors what's going on the outside, and in the outside there isn't a perfect family model. There's everything from good, bad, everything in between. So I think that these young women, Poussey and Tasty, are just trying to create something real for themselves. They're not sisters, but they are. We met each other when I was in my second year in school at Juilliard, and Danielle was coming in the class under me. I believe it was 2007 when we first met, and yeah, I've always thought that she had such an amazing light, almost like something glowing on top of her head since the moment I met her. Her face just lights up. She brings characters to life in such a huge, wonderful way.